Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're talking AI in law firms, from major risk to real advantage.
And that quote says it all, right? This isn't just about IT, it's a real business risk.
Everything changed after the Mata versus Avianca case. Suddenly, AI in the courtroom got very risky.
Over 100 sanctions cases involving AI have been reported since that one ruling, and that number is climbing.
And get this, ABA Opinion 512 puts the liability on you, the attorney. It's not just the firm anymore.
So this is a business problem. It's got to be on leadership's plate, not just the IT department.
Okay, so how do you protect yourself? It comes down to a 5-layered defense strategy.
First up, access. Who can get in? You have to enforce those ethical walls and matter-based scopes.
Layer 2 is all about the data. And the number one rule, you absolutely have to protect client privilege.
Third layer, the tools themselves. You need an approved list. It's a non-negotiable control.
Layer 4 is operations. Think real-world workflows for checking citations and tracking those close calls.
Finally, Layer 5, autonomous agents. The rule here is simple. A human must always be in the loop.
But look, a framework is just paper. The real question is, does it actually work under attack?
So for Layer 1, we try to break in. Can we get past those ethical walls? Can we steal an identity?
On the data layer, we go on the attack. We try to pull out privileged info and make it leak.
For the tools, we use things like prompt injection, tricking the AI into breaking its own rules.
Operationally, can we get around your filters? We'll even simulate model drift to test your monitoring.
And for those agents, we push their boundaries. Can we get them to go rogue and skip human approval?
All this testing leads to a super clear playbook, something the CIO and management can actually use.
And the whole point of this is to get you 4 very specific, tangible outcomes.
First and foremost, measurable risk reduction. A real number you can show the board, from baseline to retest. It all comes down to this: trust but verify. Your policy says one thing, we prove it works.
And that's why this isn't generic cybersecurity. It's built for legal's unique risks, privilege, and personal liability.
Which leaves one final question for every firm leader out there. Thanks for watching The Explainer.